of them in the first lap before they hit out to the riverside. Newton coming up to complete the lineup, but the horse down on the inside there has caused concern. Is that Flash? I think it was, yeah. Rider of Flash, Martin Mills, has scrambled out of the way. The horse reared up into the gates just before they were about to go, and they've had to back him out of line now. Number 7, Flash. Now Flash completing the lineup again, and we're set to go. 3,500 the journey. Racing now, Corker's Boy on the inside began okay. Big Zap was the one that missed it. Newton was away quickly with Booster Hooves and Gilligan when they rise to the first fence. In behind them, Flash pushing up to be on the pace, followed by Leading Bounty. As they jump this next, Corker's Boy. Back behind those horses, Good as Glimmer, well off the speed early from Seabiscuit and Paxtino, and Big Zap is last of all. Flash has gone through to take over the running, coming up towards the second fence or the third fence in the race. Over he goes in front of Newton second. A break of 3 to 4 lengths to Gilligan, and then Booster Hooves on the outside. Behind them, Corker's Boy, Leading Bounty. Then Good as Glimmer, Seabiscuit. Next to last is Paxtino, and Big Zap is last of all as they came down the straight now for the first time. And it's Flash with a good lead as he goes to the stone wall, put in a lovely leap, and he puts a break in the field in the early stages. Got out 4 lengths to Newton and Gilligan. Corker's Boy close to the inside as they come to the second of this double. Good as Glimmer is out next to Corker's Boy, and deeper on the track, Leading Bounty, who races outside Booster Hooves, and then a break in the field to Paxtino, being followed by Seabiscuit, and Big Zap as last of the 10 runners as they came down by the 100-metre mark the first time. They've jumped the first 5. They'll head out of the straight. They've got 11 fences to negotiate. A treble awaits them on the riverside, and it's Flash with a nice lead as he heads out of the straight in drizzling rain, leading by 5 lengths to Newton. Good as Glimmer is improving into third placing over on the outside at the turn out of the straight, and Gilligan tucked away beautifully and relaxes in 4th placing with Booster Hooves around him. A length Paxtino, Corker's Boy, and a neck away to Leading Bounty, and they're followed by Big Zap on the inside of Seabiscuit. Out to the riverside they go now, nearing 2,000 metres out, and Flash by about 2 lengths to Good as Glimmer, who's anxious for a little more rain and is improving his position to be up outside Flash at the first on the riverside. Gilligan is down in 3rd placing and a neck away to Newton, couple of lengths to Leading Bounty, 5th out wide around Booster Hooves. Going through Paxtino, and Corker's Boy is in that bunch too as they go to the next fence. Put in a good leap at it too. Seabiscuit towards the end in company with Big Zap. They're fairly well tightly bunched, and Flash is coming along towards the next on the riverside, and over he goes with a nice leap in front of Good as Glimmer and Gilligan, who's got right up behind the leader. Just behind those horses, Leading Bounty, who's tracking wide around Newton. About a length and a half away to Corker's Boy. Seabiscuit goes forward on the outside with a quick move as they head out towards the Smithfield Road treble, and then Paxtino, who's in the back of the field, followed by Big Zap, and last of all now Booster Hooves as they're about to go out towards the treble, and it's Flash in front, but there's only about probably 8 or 9 lengths covering the field at the most, and Flash over the first one in front of Leading Bounty. Big Zap at the back made a mistake. At the second of the treble, Flash from Leading Bounty. Gilligan a length and a half away third. Corker's Boy got up to 4th, improving his place as they go to the last of the treble. Booster Hooves again putting himself in the picture around Good as Glimmer. Newton dropping out. Seabiscuit and Paxtino towards the end, and Big Zap is last of all. They've 5 to jump. They've done a circuit. Here's the next one coming up now. Leading Bounty goes up to join Flash. Corker's Boy a length away as they go over it. Corker's Boy not jumping it as well as the 2 leaders, and Gilligan's in behind them as they go to the next. Flash again getting away a length and a half in front of Leading Bounty. He's been jumping well. Gilligan in 3rd placing. Then Corker's Boy, who's back to 4th now, and behind them Good as Glimmer, and then Booster Hooves. They're coming to the 3rd last one, the hedge, and Flash over it in front. Leading Bounty again's coming after him, and Gilligan has been waiting just behind them all of the way, and he's about to get a run through on the inside of them. They were clear of Corker's Boy, and a bracket in the field too. Big Zap starting to make some ground from Good as Glimmer and Booster Hooves. At the second last one, it's still Flash and Leading Bounty from Gilligan the inside, and Corker's Boy took a fall. Corker's Boy is down. Here's the last one coming up now. Leading Bounty on the outside, moved up to Flash. They land together. Couple of lengths to Gilligan and a long break to Booster Hooves. The jumping all over. Leading Bounty on the outside and Flash on the inner, fighting it out neck and neck. There's 150 metres to go. Leading Bounty starts to pull away from Flash now. Then Gilligan and Booster Hooves running on fairly well. Leading Bounty is the leader though for Tim Wheeler, drifting towards the inside, but wins it a half length to Flash, who rallied well on the line, and Booster Hooves got up to grab 3rd. Then came Gilligan with a long break to Big Zap. Seabiscuit, Good as Glimmer, long break further back to Paxtino, and Newton is the last to go over the line with Corker's Boy back on his feet and completing the course, and Michael Patton okay up on his feet after that fall at the second last. Joffa Gem right, they're set to go. See how Nautica begins today down in stall 1. Missed it badly at Caulfield. Racing now, oh, she's done it again. Nautica missed it by about 5 lengths on the inside. Dandy Kid got away very quickly towards the inside ahead of Malachite, and Crixia began flying. Inner Secrets and Soraya just off them, and Count Groves whipped across and got right in behind the pace in the early part. Good piece of work there. Manor High Miss and Tilt the Scales are wider out on the course, followed by Repar and Soviet Draw. Joffa Gem towards the end. Grand Parade is out wide, and Nautica on the fence. Last of all, it's Crixia the leader. It's about a length and a half in front now of Nighthawk, who's gone up into second placing on the outside of Dandy Kid. Nighthawk racing a bit greenly. Soraya on the outside of those fourth, and Malachite is in behind them. Back behind those then is Inner Secrets, and Count Grove is getting into the clear and coming home from Manor High Miss. Tilt the Scales is out wider, and they're followed by Repar, and Nautica's got up behind them. At the 300, Crixia the leader. From on the outside, Count Grove has got Dandy Kid pocketed, and Count Grove goes after Crixia nearing the 200 metre mark. Travelled a bit the better. Dandy Kid a couple of lengths away, and here's Tilt the Scales putting in a finish. Count Grove dash clear at the 100 metre mark. Tilt the Scales coming after him. Count Grove a length and a half. Tilt the Scales. Count Grove's going strongly though, and lives up to the impressive Ballarat win. Count Grove beat Tilt the Scales by a couple. Either Dandy Kid or Soviet Draw in a bobbing photo for third, and then came Crixia. Nautica has again run a good race after missing the start badly. They were trailed by Nighthawk and Grand Parade. Joffa Gem, Repar a gap. Inner Secrets which weakened. So did Malachite. Soraya dropped right out of it to finish at the tail of the field, and Manor High Miss was last of all. Here's a pretty smart galloper, this fellow. Number 14, Count Grove, ridden by Luke Nolan, who did a terrific job in cutting across from its outside barrier to get cover. Not too far off a start now. Now coming in on the outside, Sworn to Secrecy. He loaded and the starter hit the button immediately, and one of the first out there was Sworn to Secrecy with Like a Trojan and Sir Richie, and Noble Colony got away well towards the inside as they reached the first of 13 jumps. Next is Preludes in the centre as they settle into stride, with Vermont getting back as they came along to the second hurdle down to the 600 the first time. And now Sir Richie stumbled and has thrown the rider. Sir Richie out of the race at the second jump in the race. Martin Mills down on the track now. And as they came down the straight the first time, Noble Colony the inside, and Like a Trojan the 2 leaders. Sworn to Secrecy settled down 3 lengths away third. It's Stablemate Vermont 2 lengths away, and they're followed by Preludes on the inside from Regal Royal, and then came Mr. Lightfoot and Our Poetic Star as they go along to the next jump now. And let's see. I think Mills he's still down on the track at the moment as they're heading along towards the next hurdle, and it's Like a Trojan outside of Noble Colony. They've gone out pretty quickly. Vermont jumped into third placing 5 lengths away, followed then by Sworn to Secrecy. 3 or 4 lengths to Preludes over on the inside from Regal Royal. Next to last is Mr. Lightfoot, and Our Poetic Star is last of all as they negotiate the turn out of the straight. And out to the riverside, these two are having a great battle. Noble Colony to the inside, and Like a Trojan drawing about a neck in front as they go to the riverside. 5 lengths in advance of Vermont, who races outside Sworn to Secrecy. 3 lengths further back in the field as they go to the first on the riverside, Preludes and Regal Royal. A couple of lengths away to Mr. Lightfoot, and 5 lengths to Our Poetic Star. Going past the 1800, Like a Trojan eventually crossing over. It's still about 3/4 in front, hasn't quite crossed in fact in front of Noble Colony as they come to the next hurdle. A length and a half Vermont up third, 2 or 3 lengths away Sworn to Secrecy, who lobs along okay fourth. Then 2 lengths to Preludes, Regal Royal going up 3 wide, Mr. Lightfoot down on the inside, and last of all is Our Poetic Star. Like a Trojan went over that hurdle, about to go down the back at the 1400. He got away a length and a half now to Vermont going to second, and Noble Colony a length away third. 2.5 lengths Sworn to Secrecy, a length and a half Mr. Lightfoot and Preludes, and then Regal Royal on the outside as they go over the next hurdle, and last of all is Our Poetic Star. Star to the 1200 metres. The next hurdle looming in their sights, Like a Trojan, about to be tackled by Vermont on the outside. 4 lengths to Sworn to Secrecy, running on nicely, and Noble Cotton is losing ground on the inside. Next, Prelude's taking off round the outside of Mr. Lightfoot. Regal Royal a long way from them, 1,000 to go, and Our Poetic Star last of all. Third last one coming up now, Like a Trojan landing a neck in front of Vermont. 2 lengths to Sworn to Secrecy, closing nicely, and they've got right away on Preludes in 4th placing at the 800, followed then by Mr. Lightfoot, Noble Colony and Regal Royal, both a long way back, with Noble Colony dropping out last now, with Our Poetic Star making a little run. Round the turn though, look to match in 3, Like a Trojan and Vermont coming around the turn in front. Sworn to Secrecy right behind them, travel well, and they're nicely clear then of Preludes holding down 4th, but about 7 or 8 lengths behind these leading 3. Well on the straight now, and Vermont on the outside, and Like a Trojan coming towards the second last. Sworn to Secrecy running on down the outside, but Vermont got away with a nice little lead, heading towards the 250, and it's Vermont in front of Sworn to Secrecy at the last. Lovely leap by Vermont, 2.5 lengths in front of Sworn to Secrecy, not going well enough to pick up his stablemate at the moment. Like a Trojan holding down third, 100 out, and Vermont's 3 lengths in front. Sworn to Secrecy tries hard, but Vermont relishes the ground, and Vermont wins it by 2 and won it hard held on the post from Sworn to Secrecy. Prelude's got up for third, 5 lengths away, and then Like a Trojan. They were trailed by Mr. Lightfoot. Next is Regal Royal, never came into it today. Our Poetic Star is next to finish, and then there's 100 metres away to Noble Colony, who's just about to canter past the line. Sir Richie also, where he lost the rider, but he completed the... It's up to 58 kilos. All in the stalls. Little concern with one drawn in about 3 or 4 there. Starter about to hit the button now. Another attendant running over to lend assistance. Line looks okay from here. The all clears through, and they're away and racing at the 1400 metres. And after you, a little slow settling towards the end and dropping out last of all, Ali's Hope. Split the win, one of the first out, with Crown Council going for the lead early. Up there too, Secret Haze along the inside, and Quicksell isn't far off the pace, which is pretty hectic. Set by Crown Council as they settle fully, and out towards 1,000. Crown Council leads a length and a half or 2 to split the win going into second, and around it is Hit the Roof racing deep on the pace. Secret Haze just off them 4th, a length to Quicksell 5th, and they're followed by Mind My Upstart on the outside of After You. 2 lengths are a little further back as Eldhef, and they're followed by Party Boy and Castro, and 4 or 5 lengths last of all as Ali's Hope as they raced up the side. Crown Council led, Hit the Roof second, Secret Haze trying to get out of a pocket third, Split the Wind it's outside, and then Quicksell, Mozart's mate, next on the outside. About a length further back as After You, worse than midfield on the rail, followed by Eldhef, Castro, Party Boy hard ridden, Ali's Hope, and dropping out last, Mind My Upstart as they cornered at the 400. Crown Council in front. Secret Haze running up behind it, but is pocketed by Hit the Roof at the moment. He's got nowhere to go on the fave. Quicksell running on, and then Split the Wind out wider. Crown Council the leader. The gap slowly presenting itself now for Secret Haze, but Hit the Roof is there on the outside. Still not quite clear the favourite. Hit the Roof getting to Crown Council. Secret Haze eased 2 lengths away. Hit the Roof took the lead, 100 out. Hit the Roof from Crown Council, then Secret Haze. Hit the Roof about a head in front, and Hit the Roof. Hit the Roof beat Crown Council by a long head. Secret Haze was third, quite unlucky. Then came After You and Party Boy. Next to finish was Castro and Quicksell, trailed by Split the Wind. A break behind those to finish Mozart's mate, Ali's Hope, and Eldhef, who dropped out to second last with Mind My Upstart last in. Hit the Roof takes out the race. Number 6 will pay about 6.50 and 2.10. 1400 metres. And now the field is set to go, race 5. About to break. Off now. Don't Imbibe missed it slightly. Down on the inside, Burning Palms got away fairly well, but Fairy Tales flew out and led from Sir Boom in the early part, with Atomic Man pushing up on the fence and Tobruk on the outside. Mystic Morse going forward from his wide berth too, is up vying for the lead now. Sir Boom from Mystic Morse. Tobruk settled down third, Fairy Tales fourth the inside. Closely followed in the field then by going up Knightly Sword wide out around Classic Surprise. Principe Walk about 4 or 5 wide from Atomic Man. Burning Palms Palms on the fence. A length and a half further back is Della Vista Captain Clipper, being followed by O'Malley's Boy well back on the inside from Go With The Flow, Multiple Magic, Don't Imbibe, and 3 or 4 lengths to Dry Dock as they neared the corner. Mystic Morse up outside Sir Boom. At the 600 they're going to corner in front of Fairy Tales to Brook and Principe walk deep out. Then Burning Palms on the inside of Atomic Man, Classic Surprise. Pull to the outside then is Captain Clipper, and then Go With The Flow searching for runs through the pack. At the 400 metres Sir Boom from Mystic Morse, then to Brook running on from Fairy Tales, and Burning Palms under the whip on the fence. At the 250 old Sir Boom's got away on Mystic Morse and Fairy Tales, then Burning Palms and Della Vista down the outside from O'Malley's Boy, but Sir Boom in front with 100 to go. Over 2 lengths to Fairy Tales, Della Vista and Burning Palms, and Sir Boom. Sir Boom back to his winning ways, has won it from Fairy Tales. Della Vista third, 3 lengths away, then Burning Palms, Atomic Man, Mystic Morse, followed by behind them was over on the outside Captain Clipper would Go With The Flow, and then Multiple Magic, O'Malley's Boy, and they were trailed by To Brook and Don't Imbibe, Principe Walk, well back as Dry Dock. Nightly Sword dropped out to be next to last, and Classic Surprise was last of all. Sir Boom, the winner, ridden by Dale Smith at his 80th start. This 8-year-old has taken out the race. It was Island Beat that will complete the line-up for the David Burke Provincial Plate. 1,600 metres, they're set to go. All clear through, and away they go. Correg a little slow down on the inside, and Biggs bounded out and led in the early part from Operate. Royal Effort got away fast and pace from Island Beat and Corchet as they settled down. And heading to the 1,400 metre mark, it's Operate, a narrow leader, but there's plenty of pace about. Corchet wanting the front with Island Beat on the outside. Methodic now fourth on the outside from Operate. A length away in the field is Royal Effort, fifth, ridden along on the inside, and then Rocky Glen, Archfiend, Biggs over on the inside of Amenda. Classic Secret ridden well away from the pace today, and about 3 lengths further back in the field came Correg on the inside of Carl with 2.5 to well. Past the 1,000, Corchet led by a half length now to Island Beat. Operate dropped in third on the fence. Methodic is outside. Then Royal Effort, Rocky Glen a length further back. Biggs over on the inside of Classic Secret, improving between horses. Archfiend deeper out from Amenda, ridden along, and then Correg and Carl, and Well as last of all as they neared the corner. Corchet about a half length on Island Beat. Third on the inside is Operate, waiting for somewhere to get out, and then Methodic on his outside as they cornered. Biggs in behind them on the rails when they enter the straight. Pull to the outside, Rocky Glen, Classic Secret next, and Archfiend coming wide with Correg getting up on the rail. Corchet at the 400, nearly a length to Operate, who's out in a twinkling and coming home. Island Beat dropped out quickly to let Biggs get into the clear. Running on 2 is Operate on the outside. It's Operate and Biggs getting up to Corchet. They've neared the 200 metres. Biggs in the middle, put his head in front. On the outside, Operate's kicking again. A great battle here. On the inside, Biggs, and on the outside, Operate fighting the race out. Operate put his nose in front in the last 50. Drew ahead in front, and Operate won it by a neck to Biggs on the line. Photo for third, a couple of lengths away between Correg the inside and Classic Secret. In advance of Corchet with a break to Royal Effort and then Well. Island Beat followed by Rocky Glen, Methodic and Archfiend. Next to last is Carl, and a bad last was Amenda. Operate. The winner number 3, ridden by Fabian Oleski. Voodoo coming in. And they're ready now. Set to go. Racing at the 2,000, Zilly led out fairly, but Sir Hummer pinged away and found the front easily. Away fast as Our Needles, Yasser and Spirit of Hope are settling up near the speed, with Flying Voodoo improving his place wider out as they settle fully. Sir Hummer at the 1,800, led by half a length to Yasser, a length and a half away as Our Needles. Gascoigne on the improve round them. Zilly lad down on the inside, running 5th or 6th with Spirit of Hope. Then a length further back in the field, Flying Voodoo around Euroskeptic, Mighty Ming. A length further back in the field, then came McFlash over on the outside, being trailed closely in the field by Stella Rebel. Then back towards the end is Logician and Ocean Bird. By the 1,400, Gascoigne took over the running. Gascoigne about a length in front now to Sir Hummer, 3 lengths to Yasser, half a length to Our Needles, a length to Flying Voodoo, Spirit of Hope. Down on the inside came Zeely Lad, and they're followed at the 1,200 to McFlash, moving up on the outside of Euroskeptic, and then a length to Mighty Ming. Couple of lengths, Stella Rebel, who's well back in the field, coming down the side. and 4 or 5 lengths to Ocean Bird, who's at the back of the field when they go past the 1,000-metre mark. Logician is back there third last. Gascoigne the leader, he's got them running along a length in front of Sir Hummer. 3 lengths to the favourite Yasser, and then Our Needles and Flying Voodoo on the outside's been wide most of the way. Zealy Lad next on the inside of Spirit of Hope, and then Eurosceptic. Stellar Rebel on the rails from Mighty Ming. McFlash dropping back a little bit, trailed by Logician, and 10 lengths to Ocean Bird as they swung the corner, and Sir Hummer again moved up on the outside to join Gascoigne. They corner about 3 to 4 lengths in front of Yasser, and Our Needles running on well. Over on the inside, Zealy Lad putting himself in the picture, clear of Flying Voodoo as they went past the 400-metre mark now, and Sir Hummer's gone to the lead. At the 3 now, Sir Hummer nearly a length to Gascoigne trying to kick back, then Zealy Lad. Yasser is battling away under the whip with Our Needles on his outside. Sir Hummer the leader. Here's Zealy Lad. He's emerged out of the pack and has gone up to Sir Hummer with Gascoigne kicking back. Spirit of Hope with a late run. Zealy Lad and Sir Hummer with 50 to go. Zealy Lad with his head in front of Sir Hummer and Gascoigne, and Zealy Lad wins it a neck to Sir Hummer and Gascoigne. Close up Spirit of Hope, and then came Yasser. They were trailed by Eurosceptic, Mighty Ming, and then Our Needles. Next Logician. Behind these to finish was Stellar Rebel, Flying Voodoo, McFlash, and a distant last in it was Ocean Bird. Zealy Lad continuing to rack up win after win. Stepped up in class today from his midweek Class 6 victories at Sandway. For the last 1400, they're ready. Racing now, Video Fan began well. Wajib Star blew the start and he's thrown Marie Payne. Wajib Star lost the rider right at the beginning of the race. And one of the first out, Happy Star looking for the front. Easy Landing came across and heads him now at the 1200. New Trader settled down a length and a half away third. Plenty of speed on. Plushers going up on the outside. Then came Global Affair. Video Fan next on the rail, followed by More Action, a length and a half to, there's Wajib Star, the riderless one, whipping around the outside. Shuttle Mission Brokers Point next, followed by Ushku, and then the grey Bradman. Our Erin is well back, trailed by Strident, who's next to last, and another Neptune. Riderless horse went right around the field at the 800. The leader is Easy Landing before the turn, a length and a half in front of Plushka. Happy Star third on the inside, followed by Global Affair, 2 to Video Fan. They're followed then by New Trader. Shuttle Affair over on the inside, and then More Action as they come around the home turn. Well back is Ushku from Bradman. Brokers Point pulled to the outside. Well on the straight, and Easy Landing at the 400 is about 3 lengths to Happy Star, and Plushka out wider. Then came Video Fan. Ushku starting to weave through us coming home at the 250-metre mark. Easy Landing tackled by Happy Star. Ushku getting up along the inside. Happy Star hit the front. More Action's coming home down the outside. Ushku's got up on the fence and taken the lead. It's Ushku on the rail from Happy Star, and More Action the outside, but Ushku is clear, and Ushku takes out the last by a couple to More Action and Happy Star. Next, Easy Landing, followed by Strident, who came from the back, and then Our Erin, Brokers Point and Video Fan. They were trailed by Plushka, New Trader, and further back to finish then was Global Affair, followed by another Neptune. Then Shuttle Mission, or towards the tail of the field there, and Bradman is back last.